And then we're gonna do some microneedling because baby, it's cold outside, and that's the best time to do things like microneedling and chemical peels and lasers, anything that's gonna be harsh to the skin. One thing that I'm really trying to focus on is getting the toxins out of here to get rid of that shadow. And then also, actually that's doing better. I had a bunch of toxins stuck up in here from wearing some cheap jewelry. And it was back in June. You can still see it a little bit when I raise here. See, there's like a line where that scar used to be, but it's getting much better. Use some gold cleanser here. Gold works amazing when we're using electric modalities. Today we're going to be using a Tesla wand with an argon bulb. I might use a little neon bulb too, we'll see. Argon is purple and neon is orange. And then we're also going to be using some frequency specific microcurrent on blue today to get rid of my little acne spot on my nose, and then also on green, which helps to retrain the muscles of the face, and it helps to clear out the sinuses as well. So I used a little 24 karat gold cleanser. I love this one. You can find it in my Amazon storefront. Feels so good. And then Evian water. I love this. I love this for my face. It's not really one of my favorite ones to drink, but it's great on the face. So first things first, we're gonna be using our little Tesla wand here. This is part of the Jade Aesthetics device. We've got the argon bulb, so that's purple. So clearing out the sinuses. A lot of people don't realize that you can use this for so much more than just zapping zits. Like when I was in aesthetic school, that's pretty much what they taught us to use it for. Hi, hello. So this is a Tesla high frequency wand. It's a little bit stronger, actually quite a lot bit stronger than a regular high frequency wand. And I'm using the argon bulb. It is good to massage the lymph nodes. We're doing this a little bit deeper, and we're working into the paralymphatic system, which is deeper than the lymphatic system, and that's where a lot of toxins get stuck, mixed all up in our fascia. Fascia gets twisted around. So I'm clearing out stuff from my lymphatic system, and I'm also clearing out stuff from my sinuses. A lot of people don't realize that sinuses are like all through our face. See, I got a little knot here. Also little knots. Thank you, Helena. Also little knots in our face. I've noticed over the years, they actually start to build up over little holes that come out of our skull where nerve clusters come out. So we do build up a lot more tension and build up here. It's one of the spots I'm working on here. So yeah, in aesthetic school, I am a licensed esthetician. I have been for 12 years, 11 years. I don't even know. Yes, oh my gosh. We actually have what's called a buccal massage facial that helps tremendously with that. We actually go, oh, thank you, Elena. I adore you too. Where we go inside the mouth and turn it inside out. And that helps to really soften up the soft tissue, including the tendons, because sometimes that soft tissue can get tight when we're clenching and having a lot of TMJ issues. We actually have a TMJ facial that incorporates both of these. So it incorporates the jade machine, frequency specific microcurrent, and the Tesla wand. And then it also uses the buccal massage. So both of them together. I have TMJ myself, and I'm a clencher. So I totally understand how that can be sometimes debilitating. It can cause headaches. So we also have migraine facials as well. And it's all using the same amazing tool. We just put it on different frequencies for different things. Yeah, I love it. So remember I was telling you about that little scar that I have. You really can't see it anymore. If you look to the side, you know, there's still a little congestion up in there. But man, that has taken quite a while to get rid of. This thing's so good for headaches, clearing out the third eye. You know, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what it could all be from. You know, I can tell you my TMJ is definitely from like stress, high cortisol levels. I was also in martial arts for years, so I got punched in the face a lot. So, you know, could be from that. I've been in a lot of, what do you call it? Car accidents. So that whiplash, I mean, I'm sure I was probably clenching at the time, and then it hits you, and then that can mess up stuff too. So I feel like anything that's wrong with the body, it's rarely ever like one cause. It's always multiple things. So yeah, this stuff is really like, I always feel like when I'm working on myself and like on clients, like space stuff. A lot of the stuff that we use here was discovered in an effort to like help astronauts live longer, like the PEMF mats that we have, the EMS technology that was developed to keep astronauts from losing muscle in space, because I guess they have to eat like a ton more calories on Earth than they do on Earth to actually maintain their muscle mass because of the absence of gravity. It's like they have to work out like something crazy, like some teen hours a day. I don't know. Maybe you can look it up and let me know. Oof, my forehead is tender. I just did this earlier this week, maybe on Tuesday. So I always get a bunch of extra icky stuff over my eye here. Usually because that'll happen because I use like the right side of my brain more often. Now you don't want to press with this. You just kind of want to like lean into it, and then the frequency should break up the toxins for you. So yeah, anytime you're having a wrinkle, you see a wrinkle on yourself or somebody else, I want you to imagine it like the hills and the valleys, right? So in the valley is the muscle spasm. And what we're doing here is we're relaxing those muscle spasms. And in the hills, there's toxins. So just like if you're working your abs, you're doing a bunch of sit-ups over and over and over again, you're going to get lines in your abs. Then if you keep making the same face over and over again, you're going to get lines in your face. So I don't know if any of you guys have heard, you know, your grandparents or anyone say to you, if you keep making that face, it's going to stick like that. It's totally true, 1000% true. Also, if you can keep from making that face, you know, then you can kind of get rid of the lines, you know. So that's why people use like Botox. Yeah, it definitely helps with the grinding of the teeth. I think a lot of that is mental. And then I have some other clients who are doctors, chiropractors, that say sometimes that can happen from mold. So definitely with the teeth grinding, I know what has helped me is something similar to mewing, but as if, you know, if you want a more feminine face, you don't want it to do the mewing like too hard, but you want to like take your tongue and press it like lightly all the way at the top of your mouth. And then if you focus on like doing the pressure that way with your tongue to the top of your mouth instead of the teeth, it can kind of replace you wanting to do that. The only thing is like, you know, you really got to do a lot of behavior modification in the daytime to be able to not do that in your sleep. Like my mom's a dental hygienist. They've made the tray things for me before, like the bite guard and stuff. And oh yeah, I like it that it's like ASMR. And honestly, I can never keep it in my mouth ever. Like I just like struggle to go to sleep. And then I finally do go to sleep and I wake up the next morning and I've like taken it out of my mouth in my sleep and like hidden it under a pillow or something. Right? Like, I mean, it was pretty expensive. I tried. My mom said that she did some, you know, dental continued education, and there's people who like tape their mouth shut when they're sleeping. I don't know, that seems real claustrophobic to me, but it's supposed to help you like breathe better, be like more of like a nose breather than a mouth breather. Freaking mouth breather. I'm a mouth breather. It's not a good thing. But I don't know. I have some of my clients that'll tape their mouth shut like that. There's like a special tape, actually. I was talking about it with another energy healer client with mine recently that she uses. And so I might try that tape, you know. But to me, I just feel like I would freak out and not be able to sleep. But that's probably the only way I'm ever going to get that mouthpiece to like stay in my mouth overnight. You know, also reducing stress. I like to make sure I take like magnesium and ashwagandha before I go to sleep, because that helps you sleep better. Sometimes ashwagandha will be giving me some crazy dreams. I've been having some crazy dreams lately with the this full moon energy. Have you guys been having any crazy dreams lately? And what do you think about these drones? Do you think it's like our government? Do you think it's like aliens? Do you think it's Elon Musk? I think it's a little primitive for aliens, right? Like too primitive for aliens unless they're like making them like the illusion of drones. Because you know, sometimes when people will try to look at them, they'll like disappear. You know what I mean? When they try to shine light on them. So that would make sense if they were like holograms and stuff, you know? Like that Project Blue Beam has been like a thing for a while. And it's kind of like right on schedule where I would guess it to be. So that would be cool if they were aliens. I would have a baby with one of those like tall blonde, like the Viking aliens. But you know, that's how we got the whole Nephilim thing last time. Was, you know, doing the nasty with some angels. But it just sounds like fun, right? No, just me. Yeah, I've been like obsessed with the drone thing for like a couple weeks. I was like, why is nobody talking about aliens coming out of the ocean? Have you seen how big they are though? They're like the size of SUVs. And I have a couple really good friends in New Jersey, and I asked them about it, and both of them were like, yeah, I'm terrified. I was like, oh. She was like, people don't understand. These are like as big as cars, like as big as an SUV. Somebody said as big as a Tahoe. So that's got to be frightening. But then she was like, you know what? Heaven's supposed to be better than earth, so, you know, like the Bible says, have no fear. 365 times. Do you think that's a coincidence? Also, the calendar is supposed to be like 28 days, not like 30. If you had like 28 days each, then we'd have like 13 months. I don't know where these little zits came from, but whew, I should prepare myself for this. Lightning. Can you see it? Ooh. Ooh. Zapping those zits. Electricity is amazing. Can do so much. Our bodies are electric. And whenever we're taking like medications and stuff like that, we're putting food in our body that's like inspiring a chemical reaction, right? That's supposed to then inspire an electrical reaction. And then that's what makes our body do what it's supposed to do. So I think in the future, like most healing will be like completely like electric. It almost was like that like 100 years ago. Like, you know, this Tesla wand was invented by Nikola Tesla. And the Rife machine, the other machine, we're going to be using frequency specific microcurrent from the Jade, not the telephone. That one is going, that one was created like back in like 100 years ago, maybe 90 years ago. And then everybody who invented all this cool stuff, you know, mysteriously died and their labs burnt down. Coincidence? I don't think so. I don't really believe in coincidences. See, this is the side that I clench on. And you can actually see how much stronger this tendon is and this muscle is. So I'm always having to like relax that one. It works better when I relax it from inside the face, but maybe we'll do a little bit of that. The buccal massage is fantastic. I learned it from my beautiful friend and mentor, Helena Pahova. I'm probably not saying that right, but she's fantastic. I flew all the way actually out to New Jersey to learn from her because she's the best. She's like a third generation esthetician, like learned from her mom and her grandma. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh, I got a lot of gristle in there. Can you hear it? Clunk, clunk, clunk. I bet a lot of you didn't realize like how many toxins build up in the face, especially around these like nasolabial fold area, because we're like, whether you're talking or clenching, then both of those things are gonna make this too strong. It's gonna be doing too much, and then it's gonna be building up a lot of toxins around it. My dentist said I should get like masseter Botox, but Botox freaks me out. Like it killed whole islands of people. I have lots of clients that do it. You know, they come see me and then go to their injector the next day. So I can like smooth out all the wrinkles and they can freeze it away. Sometimes it's like tempting, but my body does not handle like medications well. Anything pharmaceutical, like me and my body, we don't like it. We like flowers and herbs and oils and stuff. So it just freaks me out a little bit. And then, I don't know, have you guys ever gotten Botox? Masseter Botox? I mean, I have clients that looks good on, but I don't know. I kind of want to be like the example of like, just see how far I can go looking young without having to get any of that stuff. So, you know, I'm like offering myself as a sacrifice. No, I'm just kidding. Offering myself as an experiment to show you guys what all of that stuff can do. Ugh, I got some dirty sinuses. It's that time of year for some dirty sinuses, though. Jeez Louise. Oh, yeah. We also have, like, sinus facials. So the cool thing about, like, our sinus facial, our TMJ facial, our clenching facial, our migraine facial, any of those, that we're all using the same device. And the cool thing is it doesn't discriminate. Yes, it is going to make, like, help with those scenarios, you know, help to feel better, but it's also going to make you look younger, because no matter what purpose we're doing this for, and we can do it for a lot of things with the frequency specific microcurrent, it's always going to be making new collagen and new elastin. It's always going to be doing a little bit of lymphatic drainage. So whether you're coming to look younger, then you're also going to feel better, breathe better, all that kind of stuff. If you're coming to feel better, you're also going to look younger. So that's fantastic. It all goes together. Everything we do here helps you to be like healthier on a cellular level. And then because you're healthier, like that's what makes you look better. So no borrowing from tomorrow to look better today. We're not about that philosophy. I get that people do that, but you know, and we can always collab with somebody that, you know, is doing that. Can always collab. You know, it doesn't have to be a this or that. I know certain people are like very, like, you know, their Botox is like their sister, their brother, their family, their friend, you know. If you love your Botox, that's cool. You just want to come and let us iron everything out first and then freeze it later. Because where Botox will like minimize wrinkles, this can actually get rid of them. And then you can freeze them so they stay that way if you want to. Yeah, this muscle is so freaking strong from me clenching and having the TMJ. I might actually need to do the buccal massage on myself today. But that's a fun thing to watch. The buccal massage I actually found after one of my chiropractors who specializes in TMJ was doing some kind of adjustment in my mouth. And after they were doing the adjustment in my mouth, like it immediately felt better. And then I think I was looking up before the lockdown, I was looking up different results-focused pregnancy facials. And then I saw that, who's the princess that got deported or like moved out or whatever? Prince Harry's wife, whatever, Meghan Markle. I saw that she was doing these buccal massage facelifts while she was pregnant. It also includes lymphatic drainage. And I had somebody the other day actually this morning, ask me, hey, can I get like a 30-minute buccal massage? You can't do that. You can totally get a 30-minute like face sculpting. Obviously, if it's your first time, like an hour is recommended. But yeah, no, the buccal massage, I mean, we have to get like the whole head ready to receive it. So we get into the scalp, we get into the neck, we get into the traps, the whole lymphatic system. The buccal part is actually the smallest part of it. And yeah, the quickest we can do that is an hour. You can see some really beautiful results with just the face sculpting for a half hour. And, you know, the more intense you can do it, the faster results that you will see as well. Let's zap this one more time. I think it's like getting redder, but it's like coming to the surface. Can you see? Hello, I'm back. Maybe not. Okay, I'm back. Oh, some kind of story was posting or something. So the microneedling will help with spots and acne and big pores and stuff like that. I do think I am going to get I can smell the ozone. Look how it goes right to it. Right to it. It's like it knows. It's like, ew, I can sense the ick. Just like those drones. I saw something where they think that like somebody like smuggled some like a nuclear bomb into the country that was originally sent to Ukraine. And then that's why they're so close to the ground, because they're like, they can sense like heat from like the radiation, as they're looking for that. So I hope that's not true. All right, I'm gonna get some gloves. Oh, my light went out. Move it over here. Ta-da! We're back again. Okay, so I did like a scalp thing on myself yesterday. It's crazy because I always get a bunch of buildup in this spot right here. And then that's the spot where my hair grows the most slowly. So makes sense. We also do hair restoration with this device. And we can bring hair back to what it looked like 10 years ago. So I always have my client bring in a picture of what their hair looked like 10 years ago, so we have proper expectations. Okay, now we need some oil. I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I really need that on this side. I can just feel how like thick this is. So we're using a little grapeseed oil, or a lot. I'm gonna cover my face. It's harder to do on myself. Yeah, there's so much tension in here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was so grateful when I learned this because of my TNJ. I just really need to do it more often. Because especially if you're a clencher, yeah, and that tissue is tight like all the way up into here. And I feel like the muscles get like shorter and like more bulging, which isn't cute. Oh man. I'm way overdue for this. You gotta turn that inside out. Oh, that is tight. This is gonna count as my stretching today. Ooh. Yeah, it's so much easier to do on somebody else. I am trying to find an esthetician around here somewhere to teach so we could trade, but they all think it's weird. Which is kind of weird, but I'm a results-focused person, so I don't care. If it's going to give results, we're going to do it in a safe way. Sometimes I wish I could just, like, hot out of my body for a minute so I can work on myself easier. Because it's not that easy working on yourself. Can you hear that? Like, crunch, crunch, crunch? See, it's already getting softer. What would be better is if I had some CBD oil, too. I think I do have some CBD oil. So yeah, so many people are just always focused on the teeth when it comes to issues with like clenching and TNJ. But there's so much relief that you can get from working on the soft tissue. Hold on, I need a new glove. We gotta go at it from a different angle here, guys. Like I said, it's so much easier to do on other people. But that's already looking softer if you've been watching for a minute. Because that side is hard. And literally, like, the only way I'm going to be able to, like, fix that is from the inside. You know, the face sculpting can help. But, you know, to go that deep from the outside can hurt sometimes. Why is this being difficult? Yeah, and this one I was really excited about learning because you do get really amazing results without electricity. Like, almost everything that I do involves electricity. Before this, And then over the last couple years, I was like, I really want to learn some more stuff that doesn't need electricity. So this one, we've done it by candlelight, actually, when the electricity went out. And before I learned how to do this, that wouldn't have been possible. Electricity went out, like everything I have is electric. Body sculpting, face sculpting, it's like we just got to reschedule. But you do see really good results. You can see on my website, ellardo.com. Can you hear that, like knocking? So sometimes if the nasolabial folds are really, really strong, this is something that you want to do in addition to the face sculpting. Like literally, can you see the side of my mouth opening more? Ah, it's so crazy. Crazy. And you'd be surprised like how many knots are actually in your mouth. I have a lot of clenching clients, obviously, and the mouth can be like so tiny. If people clench to the point of getting migraines like I do, I also feel like it's interesting that this is the side I clench on. And I was working with a physical therapist earlier, like maybe a couple years ago. We were doing dry needling in the face, and I realized this whole side of my face clenches in alignment with the liver and kidney meridian. So that's why this little shadow line always tries to come in. Ah. Oh, it hurts so good. This will also make the lips fluffier because when the mouth muscles are super tight, over time, that makes our lips go like this. And that's how the lips are like smaller. So even if you are thinking about ever getting like lip filler or something, you should really do like a series of like at least like 3 to 6 of the face sculpting buccal massage combo, because it's amazing how much bigger that we can restore your lips to just pushing the lymphatic stuff that fills up this area into the lips and then stretching out those out, because the muscles will get tight and they'll get short, and then that's what goes like this. So when you lengthen out the muscles like very nicely, very gently, then the lips can like fluff up to their full potential. So before you're getting lip filler, or if you have lip filler that migrated, then with that combo, I can actually like push it back. But before you get it, I would recommend, let's see what your natural relaxed lips look like. And then if you still want to get that, you know, your injector will have like a much better canvas for you. Okay. It's crazy how fast these little knots, these little nodules build up in our mouth too. Then when you finish it, it's like so smooth. Like I never knew the inside of your mouth could be so smooth. I don't know for any of you other clenchers, if you ever like bite like the inside of your cheek at all, like at least when you're sleeping. La 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 la. Have you guys ever done face yoga? This is kind of like face yoga, but somebody does it for you. And you can feel a lot of tension way up to where that joint meets too. And if there's tension there, it's gonna build up like toxins in a mass like we see here. So those will go together. Just like if you've ever gotten a massage and you get knots out of your body, those same knots can show up in the face. I really never thought about that until I started doing face sculpting on people and myself. And then I was like, well, duh. Like, why wouldn't those show up in the face? I mean, their muscles and tendons and all that, right? My clenching side is always the worst side. Thank you for whoever brought up clenching, because I was way overdue for this. And it's something that I like to do at the spa. I know you guys, if you follow me, you know I have like all the spa stuff at my house too, but then I also have dogs. So certain stuff like this or the microneedling, I just like to do at the spa in like a sterile environment without like dog hair running around or puppies distracting me. Yeah, it's just so tight. Have you ever seen it when people like put tattoos here? I feel like a lot of like emo kids did that like back in college. I dated this guy once in college who had dated one of my best friends in high school. You know, we were dating for a couple months and he was like, I have to tell you something. And then he was like, eh. And it was literally like this girl's initials. I'm like, that's kind of weird. He's like, she has mine too. I'm like, okay, why didn't it work out? Ugh, no, I didn't think this side was tight. It's so much easier to do this on someone else. So some of my military friends said that they were seeing drones here in like southern Indiana, like up to like a year ago. They're like, look at the sky, you can see it. I have not seen one. Let me know if you guys have seen any drones. More gloves, more gloves. You always gotta change gloves whenever we're changing angles because we don't want to like rub all the stuff that was like in the mouth onto the skin. So, I don't know why this is so hard today. Let me put a little lotion, a little oil, It'll slide on better. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. That is like a tough one though. I'm definitely gonna need to do a series for that side. Like, I'll probably try to do like 2 or 3 of these this week, and then hopefully we can get everything back to homeostasis in my mouth. What's also interesting is like I'm super into like acupuncture points and stuff too. And whenever like my TMJ on this side will flare up, I'll get like a little swelling. You can see like it's a little pink in that area, which is the area, if you look at the acupuncture for the ear, that is the mouth. Oil can. Oil can. Now, I like more of like a deep tissue, like athletic, I guess, massage for this. But we can do this in like a more gentle way. Just the results aren't as fast. They're still good, just not as fast. You'll definitely have to do more sessions if you want a more relaxing experience. If you treat it like a boot camp and you're like, hey, let's do this, let's get it done. I want a lot of results today. Then we can do that too, but it's not gonna feel great. It's definitely gonna be work. For me and you. Hopefully, when I go back over this with the microcurrent, it's gonna be a lot easier. So if you've got a short top lip, that might be because the muscles are very short. Because I clench, usually this side of the mouth goes in a little bit more. That's actually the bigger one now because I've been doing the buccal massage. So you can see how much fuller and more lifted this lip is just from releasing the tension in that tendon. This side is also like thick and tight, but it's not, doesn't have as many knots in it. So it's like if we already have these little like toxins floating around in our face, it's not doing anything bad. We might as well move it to a part of the face where it looks good, right? So out of the jowliness into the lips, out of the jowliness into the lips. Oh, already better. Now I need this one to be, yeah, we gotta stretch that out a little bit. Stretch out this top one. So if you'd like to learn more about this and follow along the process, I will be doing like 2 more this week. So you definitely wanna like follow, subscribe. I forget which platform this is. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. That's what I would say. So that you know when I'm going live and you can check out the progress. Stretching that out. It's getting a little better. And I don't know about you, if you're like a clencher like me, but when it gets super tight, like sometimes like when I smile, it'll be like this, it'll be something weird. And I feel like I have to like totally like disconnect my jaw, like, and then go back to neutral and like to make it not a weird face. Like it'll get kind of like the Tin Man like stuck over there. Okay. This heart kind of hurts a little bit, but it'll be worth it. So they actually just like figured out that this technique was the same technique that they used to create mummies. So it comes back from the time of like Nefertiti. And they are saying like that's why she was so beautiful. The same way that they would sculpt the mummy's face, that they would sculpt like live tissue as well. That's why they always had such great cheekbones and great jawlines. Can you hear it? I don't know if I can just hear it in my head or if you can hear it. It's just crazy how all those knots and tension get in our mouth. But like the hips and the mouth and in between the eyes around the third eye area is where we carry like the most tension. And until you do something about it, a lot of times you don't even realize how tight you are. Of course, unless you're already like seeking help for clenching or TMJ. Oh yeah. See how tight that is? So if I didn't stretch this out and do face sculpting, like I already would have had like lines here. Gonna go in with both hands now. If I didn't do this, like I would literally have no lips at all. My mom has beautiful lips and teeth. I got my dad's lips and teeth. Ah! This is so tight. Why did I wait so long to do one of these? It's more fun to do on live with you guys. See, they're getting even. They're getting even. Stretch this one out a little bit. And yes, like the tightness of all of these muscles around here can all make those lips go like that. You gotta loosen it all up. Should be like an amphitheater in there. Getting fluffier. Ow! Yeah, and it's crazy my people with tension who clench and have TMJ a lot of the times. Even if they have really big lips, their mouth can be small because everything is super tight. So you wouldn't expect it. You'll see some big, beautiful, like ba 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 ba, like some, you know, natural, beautiful, fluffy lips. And you're like, ah, it should be easy to get in there. Just because the lips are fluffy doesn't mean everything else isn't going to be tight. But those ones, if they got super fluffy lips and their mouth is tight, man, the before and afters and the amount of volume that we can get them in one session is like unreal. Unreal. You can go check it out on our website. You would not believe that some of these girls did not have fillers. Jeez Louise. This side had more knots in it than I anticipated. Let me know if you can hear the knots breaking up. Is it like ASMR? Get closer. Feeling fluffy. Ooh. It's a workout for my hands and a workout for my face. Oh yeah. More oil helped. Oil is not the same as spit. So I always use grapeseed oil for this, but I've been experimenting with a sesame oil too. That's pretty cool. Now this is always better with CBD. You can't add that on here. Then you'll be so relaxed. I've had a girl once that we added the CBD onto her buccal massage facelift session with the frequency-specific microcurrent. And yeah, there was no way she was driving home after that. Like, she literally had to call her husband to come get her. But she looked and felt amazing after that. And of course, we always want our people to be safe. I've got clients who do like the cellulite treatment, and the cellulite treatment hurts like worse than anything. It's so worth it because it actually works, but it does hurt. So I've got one client, she comes, her husband drops her off here, and she takes a gummy, and then usually about like 10 minutes in, she's just like, like just being extra silly. And then her husband has to come pick her up. And then one time she came and she had to drive herself. So she didn't take the gummy. And oh my gosh, she was making all these crazy noises. And it was like in the middle of the day. So sometimes with cellulite, people are like, you know, if somebody's doing my cellulite, I'm like, okay, don't worry if I like yell or make noises. Just as long as I don't say pineapple, like keep going. Just focus on getting rid of the cellulite, right? So she didn't take any gummies that day, and it was like 2:30 in the afternoon. Usually if I have people who are going to be loud, I'll have them like after my landlord, she's like an attorney and stuff. I'll have them after she leaves. But this was like smack dab in the middle of the day, like 2 o'clock. And she was so loud. She was like, ah, ah, ah. Like, so then my landlord messaged me like later that night, and she was like, so was there something like kinky going on in that room? I'm like, oh my gosh, no. I just literally did this girl's legs before she went on a mission trip. Not at all. So now she only comes at night and she can have the CBD gummy. If we're doing something like that. If we're doing the face, it's nice and relaxing. No big deal. Do they look even now? Even and fluffy. And if I do a couple more of these, which not if, when I do a couple more of these this week, I will do them here on live on YouTube. So make sure that you're subscribed and turn on your notifications. The lips will get even fluffier. These things will get even lighter. And my face will be even more relaxed. Ah! Like I want to tickle this heart to like let it relax a little bit. You know, I really want to get this heart out, but sometimes we can't get it all out in one day, as much as I would love to. That's why we sell packages in series, because look how much bigger my mouth is. I can sing opera now. La, 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 la. So we're going to clean the face again with the gold cleanser. And the Evian. And the Tesla wand. Because the Tesla wand, hopefully this light is charged enough. We'll see. Ooh, yeah, it is. Because we got to move the whole operation back over to the jade machine. Come with me back to the jade. So yeah, so we're going to use the Tesla wand because the Tesla wand also produces ozone. If you didn't know, now you know. I gotta find where I put my light bulb. So ozone is antimicrobial. It kills viruses, bacteria, fungus. So if we did get any of the mouth juices on our skin, when we use the high frequency afterward, it's gonna kill all those before we go to our next step. Okay, we're gonna use a different bulb this time because I don't know what I did with my pointy spoon. The pointy spoon is my favorite though. It's actually the pointy spoon's already attached. I'm being silly. Pointy spoon's already attached, but I'll show you this one anyway. Do you guys want to guess if this is purple or orange? I'm going to guess purple. Yes. If it's slower to come on, then it's usually purple. So now we're going to go back over this area again. You got to clean out those lymphatics. And a lot of times when people get fat, like in their chin, they think that they have like a double chin. It's actually not fat, it's toxins. So then when they do things to try to like treat it like fat and it doesn't go away, they get discouraged. But you can't treat toxins like fat and expect to get rid of them. You treat fat like fat and you treat toxins like toxins. And if you know the difference between the two, then you can get really fast results. But if you keep trying to treat a circle like a square, you're going to be disappointed. I'll see a lot of people who get Kybella who have those experiences. I do have like one client actually who did lose, she was taking Ozempic at the same time, so I don't really know what's like which one was from which, but she did lose like so much fat from under here that it was almost like too much fat. Like there was like, I've never seen anything like it. There really was like no fat in the jawline, which you kind of want. And then they tried to put filler in it, and the filler, because there was like no fat to like hold it, was just like sinking all back under the chin. So it was like they got rid of the double chin, but then they put filler back in it, and then they remade a new double chin, and it was kind of like weird, especially on like one side. Like, I don't know, with anything that's gonna like destroy stuff, like if you just gotta like inject it and then see what happens, I don't really want to do that, because you know I want to be very specific with like what I'm getting rid of out of my face. We get rid of it all the time with just electricity. We have double chin treatments. The double chin treatment will also plump up the lips. And this is like so much easier to break up and push into the lips this round. I can smell the ozone. It's smelling good. And I don't know why, but these muscles like way up underneath the nose also get like little knots and tightness. It's like springing back the muscle. And that will also make the top lip smaller if there's little knots under there. Pulling the muscle together like tight like an accordion. Like a closed accordion. We want to open that accordion up. Oh, I can already feel a lot of sinus drainage that I didn't feel the first time. We're a very results and solutions based practice. I don't have anything that I offer in my spa that you won't see instant results from that same day. That get better in time. It's not like a temporary thing. And stuff that's going to make you look better and feel better. Not just because when you look better, you feel better. It's actually going to be, you know, I can already breathe better now after clearing out these sinuses. Oh, I don't know why, but like the bridge of the nose always just like, it just feels weird to do. A lot of people don't realize what their real nose looks like because their sinuses fill with crap, or they're like wearing glasses or sunglasses all the time, so it can build up like a little bump on the nose. Like obviously I have like a bigger nose, but I used to like it a lot less until I cleared that stuff out. And then I was like, okay, it's kind of sculpted, you know, it's big but it's regal, like very Cleopatra, right? That's what I tell myself. Oh yeah, so much drainage. So I think that the other face sculpting sessions I'm going to be doing, I'll be doing them in the day. The social calendar is pretty busy with different networking things this week. But I will be going live. Yeah, the side that I clench on, it just always builds up more toxins on the entire side of the face. So, I don't know if it's from like some past life trauma. Ooh, we got a lot in there. Makes sense since we just cleared all that out. And all the treatments that we do with the face, we always have to always do the neck as well, because everything that we're breaking up in the face, it's got to go somewhere, right? Where does it go? So it's going to be drained out through your lymphatic system towards the heart. So if I just did like the top of somebody's face and we didn't do the neck, or just did the mouth and didn't do the neck, then sometimes that can build up a bunch of toxins in the ear around here where it didn't quite make that curve. And then it can look weird, and you just don't want a bunch of toxins like sitting by your ear. Like in the past, I haven't done as much as my neck as I would do on clients. I would just do the face because that's what I can see. And then I have to end up doing like 5 sessions just on my neck and décolleté to like clear out everything I've moved from the face. Would not recommend. And I never do that on clients, but you know when you're like working on yourself and you're an expert in whatever, you're doing whatever for yourself, a lot of times you're like, I don't know why we think like the rules don't apply to us. Like, yes, lady, you're still a human with a human body. All the same rules that apply to your clients also apply to you. I gotta tell myself that sometimes. Ooh, that's real crunchy. Can you hear it? If you've got crunchies on the chin, it will turn into a double chin if you don't get rid of them. Ooh, almost broke it. So the double chin right now is like not so bad. Like, that's it. That's what we're working with. But I did just do like a 2-hour session on myself earlier this week. So sculpting those cheekbones. And some more water. With anything that you're doing that's electric, you got to keep everything super hydrated with water. So even though I put like oil on for the buccal massage, you can put oil on. It's like the first layer, but then you need to put like a lotion on top of it and then spray water on top of it. Otherwise, it'll kind of bounce off it won't have anything conductive. Like oil is not conductive. Right now, this is the gold cleanser. So this is very conductive. It's super gentle. It's got like witch hazel and 24 karat gold on it. I love to use things with like gold, colloidal silver, colloidal copper, colloidal platinum. Don't do as much of the platinum, but colloidal silver is great because it helps get rid of infections and stuff. And then colloidal copper is the best metal for the skin. So I usually mix those in all of my custom products. Not in the product. I do have Elevardo Black Label. We've had since 2020. And that's great. But the best ones are always the custom blends, because I can get the expensive ingredients in like smaller amounts. So it's a lot less expensive than, you know, trying to do it in bulk and a custom formulation. It's like 10 grand just to like do the formulation. So plus I realized that like the whole, I don't know, what's that? My friends, I have friends with degrees in it, and I was like, why would you need a master's degree in the like supply chain management? Man. Well, I learned why as soon as I came out with my product line. I was like, okay, I am not equipped to like do the whole mailing out and all of that kind of stuff. I need like a whole other person for that. I was like, that's weird. All right, we're already feeling smooth. Jaw's feeling better. Just kidding. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the jade frequency specific microcurrent. So like I said, we're gonna do the first frequency on blue. That's for inflammation, so it's gonna help me get rid of these little zits on my nose here. 1 second, I gotta get the special potion to put on my face. And I'm back. All right, we've got the Jade AccuLift Cream. This comes from the maker of the Jade Aesthetics, the machine we're about to use right now. Super hydrating, oh, so creamy. So this is only for professional use. Oh, it stings a little bit. It doesn't usually sting. I've just, must have really super exfoliated my face today. And we're not done yet. All right, little wires here. Yeah, I can already feel like so much drainage leaving my face, leaving down the sides of my neck, my sinuses. And we are going to use this one on a sinus. Use your words, Ella, use your words. A sinus frequency as well. But first we're doing blue. We're going to try to zap these zits. Oh, this feels nice. So we're not going to go too hard. We're going to do a little light one. Oh my gosh, that's so much easier to break up. Like it's actually moving through it smoothly instead of before we did the buccal thing. It was just like, bump, 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 bump. So I'm really excited to do a couple more. So I'll probably do it like Wednesday during the day sometime. And then like either Friday or Saturday during the day sometime. We'll see. No, not Saturday. Saturday I'm having my family Christmas. And I don't know if you guys have any like Christmas holiday like traditions or anything like that. If you have any fun ones, leave them in the comments. But the last few years we've been like all picking a game to do. And then like we bring a prize. So one of my artist friends had like a great idea for the game to bring. And well, not really bring, kind of like, so everybody's gonna have like 45 minutes and I'll pick like, put everybody's name in a hat, and then you gotta draw the name out of the hat, and then that's whose face you gotta draw in 45 minutes. And her and some friends did it to like an event I was invited to, but I was just like so tired that day. And it looked so fun. Like when she showed me the pictures, I was so sad that I missed it. She's actually like a real artist too. So you could obviously tell like which one was hers. And the other ones were just like entertaining. You could tell they came from a place of love. There's some stuff I've watched on YouTube here where like the first time I saw that game, it was like couples who did it. And it was like, play this game with your significant other. And if they do a good job, that they love you. And if they do the bad job, then they secretly hate you. If you haven't like looked those up, you should look it up and then let me know on my next live what you think. I think it's like hilarious. I'm so glad that she reminded me of that game. Can you hear the crunchies? let me know. I'm just gonna guess that you can and that you're all shy and don't want to be known that you're watching me. Crunch, 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 crunch. Getting softer. And see how much more I can like open this mouth, like I can smile on that side. Yep, getting some more drainage. Remember, gotta pay attention to the neck. So easy for me to do on clients, but I always have to remind myself on myself. Ooh, it's intense, it's intense. So I do have classes available, professional classes for this. In the class, you will learn non-invasive face sculpting, you will learn non-invasive body sculpting, and you will learn non-invasive hair restoration. So what is actually going on is I'm doing some non-invasive face sculpting right now using frequency-specific microcurrent on the blue frequency. So this gives like surgical results without surgery, but it just makes you look like your best self. It's not going to make you look like anybody like else, or it's not going to make you look fake. It's just going to make you look younger, revitalized, like literally the best version of you. So you missed the part that was more entertaining when we were doing the buccal massage. I had my hands all in my mouth and stuff, but I'm going to be doing another one of those on Wednesday afternoon live, and then Friday or Saturday. So if you want to see that part, then definitely subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when I go live, because I don't know when I'm going to be doing it. However it falls into my schedule. Just clearing out the toxins. Oh, there's a knot there. See how it'll get stuck? It's like toxins, and those toxins will eventually cause lines. See how the line that's like sneaking, it's trying to sneak in there. We're sending it back home to God. Oop, lost a wire. Okay. I'm putting all those toxins back in from my face into my lip. Because why put foreign toxins in your lips? If you already have toxins in your face, let's just use what's already there and put it in a place that's going to look prettier. Can you see the difference? See how much faster it snaps back too? Now watch this one. See how it's slower? Why is that? I'm gonna tell you. That's because this increases elastin production as well as collagen production. Elastin is what gives that skin its snap back. So everybody's talking about collagen, collagen, collagen. Collagen is amazing. I mean, I take collagen shots, I drink bone broth, I'll eat bone marrow, love me some collagen, right? But collagen is what's gonna make your skin plump, what's gonna give it that elasticity, that tightness. Look how much faster. Now watch this one. Slow, but we're gonna fix it. Elastin, and they don't really have any kind of nutritional supplement to make more elastin, right? But this does. Get that snap back. So what happens with both acne and wrinkles is the face will get full up with these toxins. And then if you get stressed, you got something crazy going on with your hormones, then that little like toxic reserve will pop up to the surface like it's ready to trying to escape. So if you get rid of the toxic reserves underneath your skin, then if you do get breakouts, I used to have horrible, 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 like, cystic acne. Then they're just going to be, like, small like this. Like, very, very tiny. Okay, we got to get that other, this cheek snapping back like the other one now. No more lotion. Puts the lotion on the skin. I swear I say that like a million times a day. On work days. On work days. On non-work days, a lot of times I'm just hanging out with my dog, so I don't always talk so much. It'd be more like, treat, potty outside, potty outside. So I tried to get one of those like things that you program where you can like teach your dog to talk. And my dog just ate it. Like I had to get it from him real quick because there's batteries in it, right? So that didn't last long. I was really excited. It's my dog that I adopted from the streets, Lucky. Lou's very demure. He'd be cool with it, but I don't want Lucky eating batteries, so we retired that mission super quick. Let me know if you know anybody who successfully like used those to like communicate with their dogs. I think the idea is really cool. Mr. Lucky's just different. He's special. He's from the streets, so you know, he doesn't get trained like normal dogs do. He just kind of does his own thing, and you know, he'll be like he's a perfect angel in the car though. I wish he would act like that at home. Literally, I could like leave like leftovers in the seat right in front of him. He wouldn't touch them. Perfect angel. At the house, not so much. Okay, let's check the snapback. Oh, so quick. So quick. Not quite as quick. I mean, a little more. It is faster than it was going before. But isn't that amazing, like, how fast you can do that? Like, so much better than surgery. Surgery won't do that. Surgery will just, like, chop off the loose skin and then re-sew it. It's not going to do anything to change the elasticity or the quality of the skin. But this does. I do always like to take my collagen shots whenever I am doing any frequency-specific microcurrent, because this is encouraging my body to increase collagen production by 200%. And then the collagen that I take, you can find that on the My Favorite Things page of my website. It will make more collagen, make your body make more collagen. So then when your body's making more collagen, like the collagen receptors are like, oh, your body's making more, so then the receptors will act better too. So then all of the other collagen that I take, bone broth and everything else, my body uses it better. We call that like replacement value collagen. Especially if my girls who are doing like, or anybody, but it's mostly mommy makeovers that I do when I'm getting rid of like scar tissue, stretch marks, C-section scars, tummy tuck scars, any of that kind of stuff. The collagen is so crucial for them to take. Like, their results are so much faster. Collagen and arnica are the magic things that you can do from home to get faster results. People always ask me that, but then, you know, they don't have problems spending thousands of dollars on treatments, but then I don't know why sometimes it's hard to get them to get stuff to take care of themselves, like collagen. And arnica's pretty cheap. People usually don't fight me about that one. But even like skincare products, it's like you just bought like a $5,000 package for your face, and you're really not going to spend like $200 on skincare to take care of your face every day. Like, no, not acceptable. Because I feel like the most important part of being an esthetician is to like educate my clients, potential clients, on how to best take care of your skin every day, because you're the only one who has your skin in your hands every day, you know? Unless you wanted to come see me every day, which, you know, it'd be expensive, but it'd be worth it. It'd be fun. I'm pretty fun. I don't know why I have so much more toxins on this side of the head. I think it, like I said, it's from the clenching, and like where the knots are and like the line is, that's all that liver, kidney meridian. So then I always try to eat stuff that's good for my liver, good for my kidney. You know, it's a balancing act. Sometimes we party and stuff, and you know, then we got to show extra love and detoxing to the kidneys because we've abused them a little bit. It's about balance, though, you know? Don't beat yourself up. Every time you open your eyes, you're opening your eyes into a realm of infinite possibilities. So make sure that we're talking nice to yourselves. Yesterday was the full moon, the last full moon of the year. And that, usually full moons, you want to like detox, clean out clutter, do an inventory, all that kind of stuff. But this is a very special moon. It's the cold moon. And it's when like the moon is in its like most feminine days now, between now and the winter solstice. Can you guys hear that? This, I also tape this down with some like tape when I sleep. It's like a brace for the face. It's like a little triangle. I mean, if you watch my videos, you've probably seen me wearing it before. And after we've cleaned up this line, then I'll tape it down so it doesn't come back. It is sometimes super tempting, like when I'm like hanging out with friends, clients in Miami, and it's super bright, and you know, my clients and friends all have Botox, and then I'm the only one like this from the sun. I mean, it's still not that bad when I do it, but it's hard not to. That's the only time when I'm like, oh man, maybe I should. But I don't know, it just makes me feel weird thinking about putting botulism near my third eye. That's really the only place I would want to get it. But I'm scared. I'm scared. I will just iron out my face a lot more. And try to relax, you know what I mean? I feel like the more we work on like relaxing, detoxing, you know, lowering those cortisol levels, then the less tension we have in our face, because we're not making like angry, concerned, anxious, negative feeling faces, right? We're just happy. Then maybe you just have to worry about the smile lines. Then we do the buccal massage and we can get rid of those. Yeah, I really got to pay more attention to like in between the eyes here. Okay. So I think I'm gonna put a little arch in the eyebrow here. I really love to give my clients like that, like meow, like kitty cat, foxy eye. But we do it natural, like no surgery needed. And keep this part lifted. So the skin is super thin. Hello, meow, look at that. See what I'm saying? A little bit like that. Like imagine that people are literally getting surgery for this. For what I just did to myself in like 7 seconds. That's crazy, right? So if you just stab myself in the eye. Okay, though. But if you know somebody who's been thinking about getting like the fox eye lift, the cat eye lift, or something like that, like you really don't need surgery. Like look at the difference between those two. You just need to make an appointment with me. And we have people who fly in from like all over the world. They might stay for a weekend. Maybe they'll fly in for a day. And I just have 2 appointments in a day. Maybe they'll come in for a week or 2. And then But it's still so much faster than surgery, and you don't have any scar tissue, and there's like no risk of complications. Oh, it's looking good. See, this one I feel like I don't have to like work as hard for because these muscles are more relaxed. A lot of times when the eye is pulled down, people don't realize that the muscle, see how strong that is? See how you don't see that here? That's because this eye is like clenching just like my jaw is. But unfortunately, there's no like occipital massage where I can go inside my eye and do that. I don't know if I really want to have the same results. But if you're a right-brained thinker, you're typically going to build up more toxins on the left side of your face. If you're a left-brained thinker, you're typically going to build up more toxins on the right side of the face. The hemispheres of the brain control the opposite sides of the body. And I always get a lot of crunchy, crusty stuff like over my third eye. So now I'm going to switch it to the indigo. Oh my gosh, like look how much more glowing. Look how much younger. I'm here for it. So you hear the change in the frequency from the jade machine. That's the green one, not the telephone. But you hear the change in frequency. Now we've got it on the indigo frequency. And that is going to clear out the third eye. It's going to activate the pineal gland, decrust it a little bit. I don't know. I like my pineal gland like a little bit crusty. Sometimes if it's too clean, then, you know, I start seeing ghosts like people, and I'm like, ah, what dimension am I in? I'm in the bardo. You know, and I really got to like stay focused. Got to stay grounded in my human experience. So, you know, a little fluoride's not too bad. If you're like already like high vibrating and stuff. Sometimes I'll be feeling like I vibrate too high. I feel like most autistic people do that. You just feel like you're vibrating too high. So then we use things like, you know, cannabis or alcohol sometimes to like self-medicate to kind of like dumb down or like dilute like the frequency from other people, because it can be like, ah, like you're hearing things from like every different direction. So I did detox my pineal gland, and it was like too much. I was like seeing things, too many things. So I went back to my toothpaste with the fluoride, you know. I probably did too much like mushrooms as a kid in college or something. It's just wide open. This is why I will never have eye bags, because I do this right here. I'm so grateful for that. Wow, cat eye. Okay, so now I want to get this eye kind of at that angle again as well. Meow. She's foxy. Foxy Cleopatra. Oh, see, now this eye is up a little bit more, so we gotta do this one. But isn't that cool, like, how quick that is? Like, who has time to, like, wait to see what your results look like 18 months later? That is wild to me. Wild. And have scarring and stuff. Don't get me wrong, like, sometimes surgery is necessary. Like, I had my wisdom teeth extracted. Surgery was gonna be the only thing that was gonna get that out, so... You know, when I knew I needed to have that done, you don't have to tell me twice that, you know, I need surgery for that. But that's the only surgery I've ever had. And it was so painful. Oh my gosh, so painful. I got dry socket on the bottom and the top after I went to sleep. And after that, I was like, oh my God, please, 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 please make it so that I never, ever, ever have to have another surgery again for the rest of my life. So hopefully we can stay on that path. And I've had a lot of clients that I've like, they're like, ooh, I've had dry socket too. And I was like, so how bad was it for you? And I've had multiple clients that do not know each other over the last 11 years that I've been in business that were like, I would rather give birth without drugs than have dry socket again. And I was like, okay, cool. I feel a little bit more tough now. So like I said, a lot of people build up little lumps on top of their nose from wearing glasses or sunglasses. Toxic buildup. So we can get rid of that. Yeah, like I said, I would have like no lips at all if I didn't do this. I'll show you a picture of what I looked like when I was 22 versus 30. And now I'm about to be 38. We just keep getting younger and better looking over here. So you definitely want to join the Elebardo team. Whether you're enjoying all my beauty secrets that you can do from home by following the YouTube channel and hanging out with us in the comments, or you want to come in person as a client and let these magic hands work some magic on your face. There's lots of options and ways that you can benefit by being part of the Elebardo fam. So make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a friend. So now I'm gonna do some microneedling. So this is pretty common. A lot of people have and offer microneedling. And I want to use my Elebardo Black Label Bright Eye Cucumber Creme. And I'm actually going to use this all over my entire face. So I love it for my entire face as long as I'm not wearing makeup. If you're wearing makeup over top of this, it can like ball up. It's really meant for night. But if you are wearing makeup, like, I don't know, like this area sometimes will get like dry and like sit on itself or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'll put my makeup on first and then I'll like, and it like plumps and hydrates it right up. Especially this time of year. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in Indiana and it's super freaking cold. Like literally, was it last week or the week before? Like my eyes were dry. My eyes were dry. My lips are dry. And I'm not a dry person. I'm like an oily, like greasy person usually. Like I had chapped lips. I've bought like 4 different chapsticks because I'm not used to having them. And I kept losing them. All right, we're back with the gloves again. I had clear gloves and I like buy them in bulk. Like last time I bought gloves was like right before lockdown. So I had like a huge supply and I'm just now running out of them. And they were clear. And so I'm really excited to have like colored gloves again. It's the little things. I got violet ones at home. I got some pink ones, but they were like way too big. Like I was having like floppy fingers. It was weird. It was like this. Not cute, not cute. All right, now I also want to use a little bit of my lavender detox creme as well. So let me go find that. I'll be right back. Found it. See how quick that is? Okay. So this is traditionally my night cream, but this is something I will also wear with the eye cream during the day if I'm not wearing makeup. And I would say that like probably 70–80% of the time I don't really wear makeup. Or like I might wear a little like mascara and a little lip. But unless I'm like filming for something or going to like a networking event, then I usually just let this natural skin glow show it off. Right now the nose is like pinky Pinkerton, so It was like Rudolph for the holidays. So yeah, if I was going somewhere, I'd be wearing makeup until you get Rudolph. But you never know. This stuff works really fast. So it's very possible that I could wake up tomorrow and like that's all healed. I should have opened this before. Put the gloves on. Okay. So now we're gonna do the microneedling. Look at these needles. Can you see? That's about to go into my face. I've been mixing up this like lotion for the past couple weeks because I've been researching this stuff on like beef tallow. And it's really good. It's really good, but I forgot to bring it. So usually with microneedling, you do these in a series of 6. I never ever do microneedling without microcurrent. Why? Because microcurrent increases healing time by 500%, by increasing ATP production by 500%. We lost the light again, so I'm moving us again. We're relocating. And increases collagen production by 22%. And microneedling is also known as collagen induction therapy. So usually if I do this, then the next day, like I can totally wear makeup. This one is really cool though. Turn the light back on so you can see. Welcome back, welcome back. Because this one also has LED. What color do we want to do? Blue, red. I think I'm gonna do pink. So yeah, I used to have like a Dr. pen, but after getting this one, like I just feel like it gets neglected. Like you remember like Toy Story when the kids like, Andy's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. You're boring. That's what my Dr. pen feels like, especially because I retired from having employees a couple years ago. So I used to have like 3 to 5 of like everything. But I should just bring that one home to the home spa. So this kind of feels just like using like an electric razor. Now on the areas that you're going to want to like address, it can feel harder. And sometimes it does like pinprick bleeding over like zits or on the forehead. We want to do extra passes over anywhere there's shadows or little lines trying to sneak in. And like sometimes there's bleeding, sometimes there's not. I just did a client's second one and she barely had a couple spots bleed on her the first time. And then the second time, like all in between here was bleeding. But we were trying to get rid of some like little 11 lines. So really that's what we wanted. It's just like when you have a bunch of stuff like toxins stuck under the skin. Then after you're doing facials and stuff, that those like masses go down and you might have like a little zit that pops in, but that's good because you know the toxins are being released out through the skin. Ooh, that's so sensitive. I feel like that might bleed. Oh yeah, we got a little blood. We got a little blood, guys. Good. I popped that smaller zit earlier on my nose this morning, so now I want to get rid of this one. Because it's like making like a little like bump like right at the end of my nose. And like I know the nose is big, but it does like flip up. It's like a like Cleopatra mixed with like Whoville. There we go. That's what I want to see. It's not real until you bleed. But yeah, I really want to get these big pores in here. And I also had like my nose pierced a long time ago. And if you've ever had your nose pierced, if it falls out and you don't put it back like right away, it can start to heal up and then you can't get it re-pierced again. You have to get it what it's called tapered. If you want to, you either have to wait for it to close up completely and then come back like some weeks or months later, or get it tapered, which is like if you are familiar with like a sewing needle, and instead of using the needle side, you're using like the dull round side of it and they're pushing it back through. Extremely painful. I can't even tell you how many times I did that. And like, I don't know, around 10. And then I was like, okay, we're just going to give up on the nose ring. But because I did that so many times, I've got like, can you see it? Like one, it looks like one giant pore. And I've gotten rid of so many other like scars over the years. This one has taken forever. Since it went all the way through, like, I don't know if it'll ever like heal like it's supposed to. Ooh, that hurts. Anywhere there's like zits, I feel like it will bleed. Or if there's like strong lines. Ooh. You can also do your lips with this because it is collagen induction therapy. So it'll make your lips plumper. Just like the microcurrent, they go so good together. Oh my gosh, like why is this area so sensitive? I think it's because it's like right on my cheekbones, but also I've got pretty big pores over here that I'm working on shrinking. So maybe it's that too. I'm going a little too fast. You're not supposed to go that fast. Certain things we can't rush through. I always have to remind myself that because I'm an Aries. We like shortcuts. We like getting things done quick. Be very careful with the eye skin, but the eye always needs it because this skin is so thin. So since we're going to be doing the microcurrent afterwards, this is going to heal very fast, but it'll kind of heal like a sunburn. So it'll be kind of like dry. Ooh! Ow. We're just going to do a couple light passes there because that hurts and it already looks good. Oh my goodness, why does this hurt so much? It's because I'm stabbing my skin with a bunch of needles on a sensitive part of my face. Okay, other side of the nose. We lost some followers there, so I guess you don't like my songs. I just wrote that for you. So ungrateful. Ooh, that hurts right on the lip line. I think this is helping drain my sinuses too. Probably a little lymphatic drainage, all that vibration. Is it weird that I get disappointed if it like doesn't bleed? Actually kind of feels good on the lips. I've had my lips tattooed before. Love it. Highly recommend. I'll probably do for another session. You're supposed to do your like follow-up like 6 weeks later. It's been like a year. So it's probably time. Girl I went to did such a good job. I've had it done by 2 different people. I had it done once in 2020. And then that girl was good too. But this girl, Erin Michelle, oh my gosh, it was just like she was like born to do it. It looks super fun. It's something that I've been considering taking a class on. I feel like lips would be easier than brows. Yes, more blood. Excellent. I'm about to cry. This whole side of my face is like more sensitive. We did do more on this side with everything else though. Jeez. What is that? Do you hear it? Sounds like a cat purring when it goes over this little knot. You know what? That's where I get a lot of whiskers that grow in that I have to pluck. Maybe that's why it's tougher there. I've been trying to laser it with the at-home laser. I think like it definitely works on my legs, but I mean it works on like the lip and chin too, but it takes so much longer. I don't even know what the pink one does. Well, it's like a mix of like blue and pink. I'll have to look that one up. There's like a chart that I have somewhere. I just like the color pink. Pink is my favorite color. It is pink when you turn out the lights. Does anybody know who sings that song? I switched eyes this time. Last time I did this eye first, and by the time I got over here, it was like so sensitive. Gotta make it tight like a drum. And I'm OCD about like my attention to details when it comes to both me and my clients. Okay, now we're about to do the part that I really want to bleed. Oh my gosh. Look at all that. So gross. Blood, sweat, and tears, guys. Blood, sweat, and tears. That's what I put into this business. That's what I put into myself, my face. What I put into my clients. That's why people fly in from all over the world to see me. Because I'm the best. And I'm going to treat them, possibly you, the best as well. I'm going to treat your face just like it was mine. Except probably with even more care. I'm kind of neglectful with the neck. If you've been here for a minute, you get it. We already had that discussion. Now this here is really where I'm going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to hurt a little bit more. But I'm still working on getting rid of this scar from wearing some cheap costume jewelry at an event I was reading tarot cards at this summer. Jubilation. So right here we have a lot of big pores, and we got that line. Oh my gosh, that part hurts the most. We don't care. Nothing hurts more than looking at that line on my face. I'm just kidding. Some things do, but it's not for the weak. Not for the weak. Just cry a little bit. It's okay. Pain is beauty sometimes, right? Here we go. Break a lot open. Break a lot open. Whoo! I'm like sweating. I'm sweating more now than when I was doing my flux earlier. If you're like, what is a flux? You should go to the playlist called Flux with Friends. Me and my friend do some different friends, do some body sculpting in my couples Flux with Friends room. And we talk about different things. So I got a friend who does boudoir. I've got a friend who had like 9 kids, 7 at-home births. We got a friend that's talking about pelvic floor health. A friend that talks about luxury real estate investment. One that just came out yesterday, or today, this morning. Is today Sunday? Today's Sunday. Today, with my friend that I grew up Mormon with. We're both not Mormon anymore, so we talk about what that was like growing up as a kid and life after that. Oof. Yeah, we've got like 6 episodes out right now, so you can see what the flux is about. Hang out with us. Let me know what you think. Yeah, everywhere where there's these big pores, I just want to make it bleed. Especially right here and here. The first one of these that I did, like shortly after, maybe like within a month after I got that cheap jewelry reaction on my forehead. And my third eye was all swollen. It was just like dripping down. There's a video about that in the channel as well. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. You break it? Almost done, guys. Almost done. Thank you so much for your emotional support. I know none of you are talking to me, but just knowing that you're here, it helps. I feel like you're cheering me on. My phone died, but I'm glad that we can resume. You see, I'm really getting that spot that I wanted to get. Yeah, make sure that you're subscribed and you turn on notifications so that if that ever happens again and you don't want to leave the fun yet, then you can get notified when I come back. Oh, it like hurts and feels good at the same time. Should we turn it up a little bit? I think so. Look how high it goes. Look at that. I think that's too high. Look at all that. Gross. Okay, I'm gonna try it. It's probably too much, but no, it's okay. I think it's done. It's stuck. It's got so much of my tissues in it. Can you see it? Ugh, gross. Oh my goodness, I'm already draining. Light show. Okay, enough fooling around, guys. No, I said enough fooling around. Okay. I have a spa ghost named Susie. She's actually like an elemental shining one, but that's a conversation for another day. Much older than a ghost. Okay, uh-oh, I can't leave here because the phone is charging. So hold on one second. I'm gonna bring the jade back over to us and get a towel to like wipe all this mess off my face. We need more gloves too. So as an esthetician, you cannot have too many rolly carts. When I see a rolly cart, I'm like, ooh. They used to have the cutest rolly carts at Tuesday morning. I'm so sad. That's where I got this one. The one with the flux on it over here. Flux. I got that one at Tuesday morning. I'm so sad that they closed. They would have the most unique ones. If you know places to get like unique carts, things with wheels, I feel like the best place now is like Facebook Marketplace. Everything on Amazon's so basic. What a whale of oil. Oil. Oil always makes these go on better. Drip, drip. Yes, excellent. So much easier. I learned that from my girl, Elena Pajova. We love her. She's amazing. Her voice is so beautiful. She's got a real ASMR voice with like an accent. It sounds like Russian, but I think she said it's actually like Serbian. But she's like blonde. She looks very Russian or Aryan or something. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Inside and out. I wanted to go there actually to visit in the spring and get a bunch of Buccal massage facials from her, like 3 or 5 days in a row. But now they got all these drone stuff happening. I don't know, we'll have to wait. Hopefully we'll have that figured out by March, my birthday time. Okay, let's get the spots we wanted to. Ooh, it's extra hot. Extra hot. It feels extra hot because I'm bleeding. So right now it's just gonna look like a little sunburn. But my face is raw. So like I said, if you were in the first part, if you joined us for the first part before we got disconnected, rudely disconnected by my phone. Then you know that we're gonna finish with some microcurrent here. Some more Jade AccuLift. And I think we're gonna put it on blue instead of indigo. So blue helps with like pain, inflammation. Now we're gonna be real nice. Very gentle. Just wanna increase the ATP production, make new collagen, make new elastin, and get that healing really fast. Now usually we would do the neck too, but I feel like I've already done enough today. I don't feel like doing the neck. The neck looks fine. I got a little line there, but we'll save that one for next time. Lifting those brows. I've got like an ugly Christmas sweater, 2 ugly Christmas sweater parties to go to tomorrow. So my face is gonna match. No, I'm just kidding. Since I'm doing this microcurrent on it, my face will be super dry tomorrow, but I should be able to still wear makeup. It's not gonna be like open and raw. Like it would be if I just did microneedling by itself without the microcurrent. These brows are doing it for me. Brow confidence is a thing. Very much a thing. Yeah, and if you've already seen, I've done quite a few videos on why I would never ever do microneedling without microcurrent. Of course, unless somebody's pregnant. We don't use electricity on pregnant people, but you know, you always want to ask your doctor before doing anything when you're pregnant because you're pregnant. But I've had quite a few doctors who have approved people doing microneedling while they are pregnant. And of course, my favorite while you're pregnant is the buccal massage facelift. So you can't even tell that that was bleeding. Isn't that amazing? Super cute. Oh, that was Susie playing a sound bowl. Hi, Susie. Susie's the Spagos, the elemental I told you about. She's super sweet. We love her. So it kind of hurts more even though it didn't bleed. Interesting. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm gonna put on this mask that I got from TikTok. Everybody talks shit about like TikTok skincare, and there is a bunch of dumb stuff on there, don't get me wrong, but there's a bunch of really cool stuff on there as well. You know, that's why it's great to follow an actual licensed esthetician like me, because I'm gonna let you know what is cool, what is bogus. I'll give you 2 tips right now for what is cool. One thing that is cool and one thing that is bogus. We'll start with bogus. Bogus is using the collagen scar tape for wrinkles. That doesn't freaking work. Absolutely, it does not work. No. Now, using the collagen scar tape for scars, that could work. You know what I mean? We usually get rid of scars for my clients using the microcurrent. So, I've never used the collagen tape. I do have a couple clients that I had who were working on some really tough C-section scars and some what do you call it? Tummy tuck scars that they already had when they found me. They want me to get rid of it, right? But they said that they had used it like after their surgery, and I feel like if it really worked that great, then they wouldn't have to come to me for an appointment, right? That's just what I'm thinking. So we're going to do a little bit more of the Night Glow Tea Detox. Now this one's going to burn the second time. It's got that lavender in it. Now, where is this mask? Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to show you the cool things. These are biocellulose masks. You can find them in my TikTok shop. And I'm going to add some to my Amazon storefront too, if you don't have TikTok. And these are fantastic, but you need to prepare to be wearing these for like at least 3 hours. So it has a ton of collagen in it, and then it dries to be like clear and you peel it off. But you want to get the most out of it. So this is not a mask to put on for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like minimum is an hour. And usually it's more like an hour to 3 hours to get everything absorbed. So I'm going to show you. I lost it. I have more at home though. I'm gonna look one more time. Okay, yay! I found it. Second time's the charm, friends. So yeah, this one is from Medicube. And it's got sodium DNA, niacinamide, which helps with, it's like my favorite natural lightening cream. It's actually B5, it's a B vitamin. And it works so quick and it's so safe. Niacinamide is good for so many things. So now we got a little jelly. Wait, don't want to waste the drip. Okay. And this comes off in like 4 pieces. Little pieces for under the eyes. You got to put these on first. I always like to put it a little bit out where those little like fine lines try to creep in. Then number 2. And then put on the Batgirl mask. And then as this dries, you want to just keep pushing it down so it covers everything. And sometimes I like to rip these actually because my nose is bigger, so it doesn't like sit on the side of the nose how I want it, but it rips really easy. It rips easier with gloves. I think I just ripped that other part. Hold on. Fuck these gloves. Oops, I said a naughty word. My bad. I'm trying to do better for that for YouTube. YouTube doesn't like naughty words. I'm trying to do better, YouTube. Don't punish me. This would work better with scissors. Yeah, but then it can like actually like hold to the nose better. Rip this part off and stick it on my nose. They're like little tendons. So this is all gonna dry as like one big piece. Doing it, this is not an instructional video. Don't do it like this. Okay. Cool, cool. Now we've got parts 3 and 4. So you put that under there first. And then like so. Okay, so I actually have a jade microcurrent at my house. That's where I'm going to be going next. So we're going to leave this on for 3 hours. Once it dries a little bit, I'm going to actually hook it to the microcurrent on blue for pain and inflammation to help accelerate the healing process. Let me see if I can push this eye over here. I'm making a mess. This is the worst I've ever done this. Probably because I'm showing you guys. Yeah, so with the microcurrent, I'm going to hook it to these little alligator clips, and it's going to run that microcurrent all the way through my face. As it tightens, it's going to get more difficult to talk. So I want that a little higher. And then I'm going to leave this on for like 3 hours. Definitely wanting that touching all the parts that we made bleed today. And then we'll be back again on Wednesday afternoon to do another buccal massage, non-invasive face sculpting combo. I want to do 3 of those buccal massages this week to really stretch out that jaw that I can't show you right now because it's tight. So make sure that you're subscribed, turn on your notifications, so whenever I do go live, because I don't know exactly when it'll be, you get notified and you can come hang out with me in silence again like we did today. It's been so fun. Thanks for being part of the Elevardo friend thing today. And I'm hoping that you will join the Elevardo family. That would make my heart so happy. Be such a great Christmas present to me by subscribing and liking and turning on your notifications and sharing this channel with friends. Because the more friends, the merrier, right? Okay, guys. Until next time.